So we bought a truck so we could fit everything in. Due to say we're pretty well loaded. After 5 hours of driving, we're pretty much in Queenstown now. About 2 coffees and a couple Red Bulls. Feel like having a nap, to be honest. I think James is feeling the same. Now we're about to go get into it. So yeah, I think today's going to be pretty slow, especially after the week we had already. See what we can get done in time. We're here and we're all set up. Well, kind of set up. We've made a bit of a mess. James is making an intercooler at the moment. Lucky we had one ready to go. Prefabbed end tanks ready to go as well, so that worked out quite well. I've chopped off this ugly thing off the turbo that used to be on there, and that's actually a plasman clamp that I chopped down where the O-ring goes because they want to run 2.5 inch. So I'll give that a file, but pretty nice fit. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't give you a warning that time.
Yeah, where's the eyes? Cool, mate.
Alright.
As you can see, the PPE here is very strong today. We're sharing a bench, making the most of it. Let's all go down here. Old mate's making some little weld-ons. Look at this. Get in there. Oh, well, it's pretty much 5 o'clock. We're gonna go have a beer. Sorry, we're already having a beer. But yeah, just right up the wastegate. So, pretty nice and simple. Obviously it's going around 180 degrees. Assuming that New Zealand you can't run it out the bonnet, which is really dumb. So, this is where we are tomorrow. So, pretty much got to modify a little bit so it doesn't rub there. Mount the intercooler pipe on both sides, manifold back on, downpipe full exhaust, screamer, heaps of work to do. The start of the downpipe. So, heaps of room. Day 2. It is 6 o'clock. Morning. Morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. As you can see, this place is dead quiet. We opened up for the morning, so yeah, poor bastards. There's a couple that actually live here, so gotta get the grinder out now and start making the exhaust, mount the intercooler, get that on there. Shame the air intake sits over our little etched and engraving, but it's all part of it. So yeah. Me and James actually bought some stickers down. We were going to start putting them all around the shop. See if we could get that sneaky shot of Andre sitting in a car and there's a cheeky Vinny fab up the top there. But yeah, no, we'll save that for another day. But yeah, we're going to try to get the downpipe done this morning. Get that in there and get that all welded up. We got the compressor cover all done yesterday with the plasman clamps. That's back on. I started to mount the wastegate in there, so I've just got to weld that one to the manifold. I've welded the one that goes to the wastegate, and then that's on there for the last time. So yeah, James is mounting the intercooler at the moment, so we're going to go with the crash bar at the top to the top of the intercooler, and then make some mounts at the bottom, because I think the idea is they're going to have a big duct that goes through and then comes out the back and out the bonnet for that the airflow through the front. Yeah,
sticker mash.
think it's like 7:30 here in the morning. James just welded up half of the intercooler. Brought it outside to cool down, because usually outside in Queenstown's like -2, -3, but it's like 5 degrees this morning for some that reason. So yeah, look at those welds. No foot pedal, no pulse, and it's all man. Pretty sweet. They bought us food, and we get to watch an AUDI go on the dyno. So, modified the Sr20vet manifold. Oh, so pretty. We know how to make a mess. We really know how to make a mess. Trying to get shit done. James has made some brackets. So we'll fully weld them both sides. There and there. And then figure out how we're going to mount it into the bottom. But having the 2 tabs there should be pretty good, I think. So now I'm just going to weld up the manifold, they're going for the last time, and then start doing the downpipe. So I finished off the downpipe before, so that's all done. So that's ready to go back on, and then we'll probably plumb in the screamer pipe. I think we'll come out through here somewhere, we'll see. Oh, do you like a little safety barrier? I was getting flash eye and James was getting flash eye, so. Well, hey mate! Oh hey, look at that! Fucking show off. So yeah, intercooler's on there. So just doing the pipes into the turbo. We were going to run the clamp there, but then there wasn't much room, so run it up to there. And then so we go from there into the turbo. So pretty much a 45. It's just got to dip down a little bit as well and flatten off. So should go in there pretty good. And this side is probably going to do the same, up and then around into it. So it's a bit hard because we've actually ended up reusing the clamps off the old 350 piping. Wherever that is, down there. So we chop them all off, chop the bob bracket out. So yeah, that's got the old hoo-ha. Making a bit of a mess today now, just trying to get shit done. We had to chop up this nice plasma intercooler as well. Sorry Alex. We needed the clamps, so. But yeah, not too bad. Old James has given them a lathe for us, so they've actually come out pretty nice. This is a brand newie. They actually came out pretty good for it.
Not bad for a pack up, eh?
Yeah. So
shit over there.
Yeah, I just showed them that. So yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely. We got the last piece of the downpipe pretty much on, so so downpipe there and into it. We're fucking around, mate. I'm just showing the people what they want to see. So yeah, we've got downpipe to there. From the wastegate in, it doesn't go in like 100% straight, but fuck, to get that notch in there was a bit time consuming nicely, so we've run it like that. Yeah, with the tools we have, that compressor doesn't even barely run the die grinder, so yeah, like, yeah, so it's about half of what we usually get. But yeah, so it should work pretty well though, I think. We'll make a gearbox mount in here to the exhaust as well. So, and then we'll run this straight through here, all the way to about here. So it's pretty much, I'm hoping, pretty much a straight shot all the way up. But we'll find out soon. So, but yeah, bit of a few things going on with this car. It's pretty cool. Holy. So it's nearly 8 o'clock on Saturday. We've done pretty good today. Yeah, so James got the intercooler piping for that side all welded up, back on, out of the intercooler, and then 3-inch for that side as well, into the intake. We ended up tacking that on there first, but to try and get that to join up, but obviously you guys looking at it, it's just one bend and a bit of straight, but when it was placed over a little bit, it needed to go up, then around as well. So it was actually a bit of a tongue twister. A few curse words were said. So we ended up chopping it off around there and just moving it in a bit so it was a bit more straight. So put the bob on there, we'll weld it up and then we'll drill it out. And then we've got a couple more sensors. Have we took anything off the list yet? Sort of, like close to being? Yeah. So, yeah, I'll break that all up now, weld that side, and I'll pull that turbo side off, and then, yeah, pretty much intake and rest of the exhaust tomorrow, I think. We should be pretty close. So it's like 10:30, I think, Saturday night. The police are going past, seen the door open, so we're gonna visit. Come in to check on what's going on, so. Yeah, at least know there's safer communities together, I guess. Yeah, so James is finishing off the intercooler piping. I'm just plumbing the wastegate into the downpipe. It was a bit of a struggle to get it to where it was in the car, so I decided to pull it all out, all bolted up, so that hopefully she should be just pretty much a slingshot in there. Play around with that and then we can go home. But yeah. This thing was running up on the dyno today. TCR Golf, such a well built car, it's pretty cool. Full aluminium front clip. I think he wants us to build an intercooler core, or intercooler for him when we get back to Christchurch. But yeah, what a wicked car, eh? Real good dudes as well, eh? Like real down to earth, which is really cool. It's pretty cool. It's crazy though. The thing I don't understand, it's front wheel drive, but it still runs a gearbox tunnel. I don't, correct me when I'm wrong, but you know, like it might be for some other reason, but yeah, that's pretty cool bit of kit. Nice cage, real nice cage. So yeah, day done. Pretty much heading home now. Just having a beer and a bit of a debrief for tomorrow. It is, what is the time? It is 10:13. But yeah, got most of everything done today. This is Tim. Tim's telling us what to do for the weekend, how to build everything. So, whoosh. But yeah, we got a bit done today. So we've got all the intercooler piping done for both sides. So we run the 2.5 inch on this side, and then we run the 3 inch on the turbo intake side. The intake side. It's in there, hopefully quite nicely, running the plasma clamps. So yeah, run the 3 inch downpipe down with the screamer plumbed in down there, and then we made that mod to the Simcoe manifold to run the wastegate out, which actually worked out pretty well. Like, it set the turbo in a real nice place. So put an O2 bung on there tomorrow and finish off the rest of the exhaust. But yeah, I feel like it was a pretty productive day today. So Sunday, James welding up the intake pipe. Beautiful as normal. Half man, half robot. And then I'm just finishing off the rest of the exhaust. Run out of gas before, so that was a bit of a pain. The last bit, just welding on. Well, look at that position weld. So yeah, it's the screamer plugged in there, come down and put back in on the bend, through the bellow, the bend. Try to get through as tight as we can. They're going to put a countersink bolt in there, and we're going to put a better mount on it later on, and then tucked it up as high as we could the whole way through to here. So then they'll finish this rear section here, so they can run the muffler and exhaust out the back. Yeah, coming along pretty good though. That was pretty much the last thing there. Weld on those little alloy bosses. James just finished the air intake pipe. Look at those welds. Half man, half robot. How good does that look? How does that sit on there? What does that mount to? Is that it?
Yeah, that's where it goes.
That's it. Man, Fits in there nicely, eh?
Good man. Nice bit notch through there. Yeah, just make the bracket like, yeah, like you said earlier.
Fresh bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously got
It's cool to see how much.
yeah.
It's good to see how much movement they've actually got on the main.
Yeah.
You just don't want to leave it like sloppy when you do it, you know?
Totally, you want to hold
You
it on.
want to hold it up. Yeah.
Do we weld a boss on there so they can mount it?
Easy.
Yeah.
But it's at this point, there's no point in rushing this last bit.
Nah,
because James can
nah,
sort it
100%,
out.
100%.
Yeah, it's all good then. We'll figure that out. That's all good. James will be stoked to be able to get on there and do some welding anyway.
Yeah, we have Lars about to do a wee interview about the car we've been working on. Just had his hair and makeup done by the fluffers out the back.
So 2 o'clock and we are heading back to Christchurch. Well, I think we're gonna go do some go-karts or something first, but we've just left the High Performance Academy with everything loaded up, ready to head back to Christchurch. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. It's our first time giving this blog thing a go. Don't know if we did well or not, but hopefully some of you guys enjoyed it at least. Any suggestions, I guess, you guys leave it at the bottom of this video afterwards, and yeah, hopefully it all turned out pretty well. The car's looking pretty good. I've got a lot of work to do within the next 4 weeks, but yeah, hopefully the boys knuckle down and get it all sorted. And, yeah, hopefully we don't have to do any more emergency trips down to Queenstown for the weekend. Well, no, I'll take that back. It's actually been a pretty good weekend, even though we've worked the whole time. But a good bunch of lads down there, eh? It's been a lot of laughs, no stress, which has been mean. Yeah, real good environment down there. So been real happy to do more stuff down there with them. So yeah, it's exciting times and see what the future brings. So yeah, cheers guys, later.